As I moved forward with school, what eventually happened is I simply found it too difficult and I made a huge mistake. I dropped out. You see, for me, what my life was all about is I was born and raised with the streets, in the streets, and with gangs.
Dr. Paul Hernandez is a sociology professor at Central Michigan University.
Paul's transforming the lives of these university students in the ways that they're going to leave ready to change the world. What I like about what Paul's doing, though, is he's using his own life as proof that you can take a risk, you can aim high, you can achieve.
Paul was brought up most of his life. He was homeless growing up and lived on the streets, was heavily involved in the gang culture of Los Angeles.
He talked about being hungry. And these are some of the things my own students face. You know, they come from where they might have been kicked out of their house. So it's such a strong connection that he makes, that how he took that passion and turned it into College 101.
What time do you guys start school? Morning? 7.
I became aware of Paul's work when a teacher from Eaton Rapids contacted me. I was dumbfounded when I heard the outreach that he had been doing. He was out there for a number of semesters before the university became aware of that.
College 101 is about teaching students that they can follow their passion to achieve more in their life. Part of that is Paul shares a story of the things that he had to overcome, the different barriers in his life, and all of our students have had some kind of barrier or failure in their life.
I think where he came from was way worse than where I came from. I know now that I really can't go to college.
He wants us to be the best. Like he doesn't want people to look down on us and think like it's an alternative high school and we're stupid or something. We just have a different way of learning.
He knows the kids think a little bit differently than others. I mean, they're not there saying, gee, what a wonderful experience. They're fairly tough, and he knows how to approach these kids.
And College 101 gives them the steps and the process of what you need to do to go to a university. So it doesn't seem scary.
I actually want to go to Central now because he made it seem fun. He showed me the classes.
They want to do better. They come now where they're ready to learn, and they're excited to learn, where it was never like that before.
The passing rates in his classes skyrocketed. They resonated between 93% and 100% the entire duration he was here.
His work has changed their lives, and it's changed the way school districts think about what they can do for students who might otherwise have been throwaways.
He's that voice, and he's such a powerful voice for people that are underrepresented, groups that don't have the privileges that maybe other groups get. He's such a powerful voice for this group of students.
In any university, how many times could you say of any professor in any one class, every student in this class has been changed?
Really setting the standard for faculty and staff, administrators, for students. We are happy to have him here. He's a great faculty member. Beyond that, he's a great person. Hero is when I think of Paul Hernandez.
So why don't we all go outside, because they're going to be here any minute.
An at-risk student at the risk of dropping out, he refused to give up and is now a college professor. His groundbreaking course, College 101, Introducing At-Risk Students to Higher Education, gives teachers and administrators new insights into helping students who are at risk of dropping out. The 2012 recipient of the Reg Weaver Human and Civil Rights Award, Paul Hernandez.
As a child, I remember hearing poor people were lazy, had no work ethic, and deserved to be where they were. Yet, I watched my mama, a single mother, work 7 days a week, 15 hours a day until her fingers would bleed. These statements never made sense to me as a child. In fact, they ate at me daily. And this, like so many things in my life, filled me with so much hate, so much bitterness, and an emotion I would have never shared with you as a young man, but will gladly tell you today, so much pain. School was a punishment. I was treated more like a plague than I was a person. So by the 8th grade, I simply walked away and further dedicated my life to the streets of Los Angeles. However, there were a few educators that changed my life forever. From the custodian who taught me I wasn't a monster, to the librarian who ignited my passion for reading, or the counselor who defended me when she witnessed an injustice. I never thanked them, and by the time I went back, it was simply too late. So I say to the NEA and every single one of you, thank you for the good you've done, the good you can do, and the good you will do. I stand here today humbled at receiving the Reg Weaver Human and Civil Rights Award. I'm forever grateful and will always serve those in need. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.